My name is Eva Hulpon. Now we're here in McCarthy's Bar and Music Venue in Dingle. Now at Television Struggle we've had bands of varying music genres, but none as unique as the band today, Deluce's Patent. Now of course they have a strong local connection with Adrian and Deirdre living here in Dingletown, and Deirdre Granville of course is a native of Dingletown, and we'll welcome her here to McCarthy's Bar. So thanks for joining me, Deirdre.
Thank you very much.
Starting off with how the band formed, of course yourself and Evelyn are natives of Kerry, but Adrian and Connor are from Cork, so tell us how you formed.
Well, as you said, there's the Kerry-Cork connection. We were all living in Cork for several years and got to know each other through. There's a really strong music scene there and lots of sessions, and from playing together in sessions and going to the same kind of concerts and things, we just got to know each other that way. And myself and Evelyn did know each other from when we were young, from being in choirs and the likes through the Kerry School of Music. But then just playing together, and then Connor and Evelyn decided they wanted to do something like a singing band together. So then they approached me, and then Adrian and Connor had been playing together kind of more ballad sessions. So we just said we'd see what we could do with the four of us, and went from there.
Very good. It's worked out very well anyway. A lot of controversy always about band names. In your name, Deluce's Patent, is quite unusual, so tell us where the name came from.
Well, yeah, it's a funny name, and it was hard to find. We were struggling trying to find a name for it. We had a gig coming up in January last year, and we had nothing, so we were practicing one day in the Corner House pub in Cork. It's a great music pub again, and after practice we just noticed this brass plate behind the bar which said Deluce's Patent on it, so we were just querying what that was, and after a little bit of research we found out that Deluce was, I think it originally comes from Normandy, and it's translated to Old Lusig here in Ireland, but still looking up what exactly is, or is there more to the name, but we'll go with it for the time being anyway.
Of course your album is just out. Some of your songs are quite unusual. Some of the ones that stand out, Tom Paine's Bones and Oh No Not I. Tell us about those songs.
I suppose we were doing a lot of practice together, and we Connor and Adrian, as I said already, they were doing a lot of playing together and gigs in Cork, and there was some that they had their own repertoire first, and we just took those songs and kind of messed around and added the two extra voice or harp in.
I dreamed out one evening on a river of discontent, ran right into old Tom Paine, was running down the road he went. He said, I can't stop now, child, King George is after me. Have a rope around my throat, hang me from the Liberty Tree. I'll dance to Tom Paine's bones, dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance in the oldest roots I own, to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. Dance to Tom Paine's bones, dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance in the oldest roots I own, to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. Said I only spoke of freedom, justice for everyone. Ever since the first word I spoke, I've been running from the sword and the gun. They say I'm preaching revolution, and they say in my defense, all I did wherever I went was speak a lot of common sense. I'll dance to Tom Paine's bones, dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance in the oldest roots I own, to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. Dance to Tom Paine's bones, dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance in the oldest roots I own, to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. Oh, Tom Paine, you ran so fast, left me standing still, piece of paper in my hand, on the top of the hill. He said, this is the age of reason, these are the rights of man. Kick off religion and the monarchy, it was written there in Tom Paine's plan. Oh, Tom Paine, there he lies. Nobody laughs and nobody cries, where he's gone and how he fares, nobody knows. nobody cares. And I'll dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance to Tom Paine's bones. Dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance to the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones. Dance to Tom Paine's bones. Dance to Tom Paine's bones. I'll dance to the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Paine's bones.
Of course, your album is just out. Some of your songs are quite unusual. Some of the ones that stand out, Tom Paine's Bones and Oh No Not I. Tell us about those songs.
Well, in the case of Tom Paine's Bone, that was a song that Adrian and Connor used to sing quite a lot. So we just arranged it for the four, and we were quite comfortable singing it. It settles us into a lot of gigs, so we said it was an easy choice. Oh No Not I, we wanted to just fit in the four vocals, or male and female vocal with Evelyn and Adrian, and then add a bit of instrumental at the end. So we thought it was a lively one to kind of start the album. We were very lucky then with other choices that Connor is a great songwriter and also instrumental piece writer. So that was where Shula na Lara came from, the instrumental, and on the Road, one of his own songs. Then other choices, we wanted to have the traditional elements showing. So Evelyn is very well used to singing Galway to Graceland, so that was an obvious choice. And then we wanted to have a fitting tribute to Dingle, where we recorded the album. So Land of the Gael kind of describes all the elements of West Kerry and Curragh and that, so that was an easy choice for the end.
Very good. Well, you've got a good mixture on the album anyway. Your sound, I guess, would be described as contemporary folk. What kind of audience do you play to?
Well, we'll play for anyone really, but I suppose a lot of people can think we're more traditional musicians.
Yeah.
I know a lot of my friends even were surprised when they first went to summer gigs, because they were expecting to have what they might describe as diddly eye, but we kind of want to have it more accessible to everyone. That their songs, there is a strong influence of Irish music, but there's influence of other music. The boys are very influenced by Bob Dylan, John Martin. So we try to kind of look to all those things in our music. We also like, all of us, the four of us, love what's going on in Scotland as well, the music over there, and kind of tried to be more experimental maybe. So audience wise, I suppose we're still trying to find our audience, but we hope we can kind of cater to all tastes.
Your music, I guess, contemporary folk would be described as. Do you find you get a lot of airplay on Irish radio stations?
And we've been very, very lucky. In Kerry, Radio Kerry, Danny Mahoney has been very good. He's played several times across the country, Clare FM, and I know I've heard that we've had some airplay in Shannon's side. But RT1 in particular has been very, very good. Ellen Cranach on Grace Notes, and we were very lucky at the Cork Folk Festival this year that we had a live spot with Peter Brown on the Rolling Waves, so that was great. It was very enjoyable, and just makes a huge difference to getting yourself known and getting out.
Oh, London, burning shadows in the sky. Oh, London, burning shadows in the sky. Though the artist, he is faithful, but his earnest in his way. And London burns with shadows in her sky. Though the Creole lady and her child,
there about Tom Paine's Bones and some other songs. Tell us about your new material, London's Burning Shadows, songs like that.
I suppose we did so much practice for, preparing for the first album. We didn't want to just leave that, work ethic kind of fall apart. So we're just trying to keep ourselves working hard all the time. With London's Burning Shadow, we're lucky that we have a lot of, in the circle we are, particularly in Cork, a lot of friends that are songwriters, such. London's Burning Shadows by a great songwriter, Barry Tierney, young fella. He's only 22, but he's writing like someone who's been doing it for a lot longer than that. We were also, we wanted to kind of do a lot of songs by maybe Cork singer-songwriters. We were lucky as well, another friend of ours, Johnny Neville. We took on one of his songs for the album Cotton Wool and Blue, but we want to maybe try out a few more of his as well, So it's just, we're always just looking for new material. We'll try anything really and just see how it goes. Some things work in practices, some things don't.
It's very unusual to have a harpist in a band. When did you start playing the harp?
Well, if I admitted how long ago I started playing the harp, I'd give away my age. So all I'll say is that Santa brought me my first harp, so it's a while ago.
Okay, well, I can't have you here without asking about the Dingle Tradfest as founding member. When you founded the Tradfest, what was your overall vision?
I suppose I really wanted to have a festival that was kind of more innovative, or maybe a very youthful approach, just to have to cater towards audiences from a young age up to 60. But there's so many festivals in Dingle. You have a festival nearly every weekend. But I didn't think there was a music festival. Film Delta is great, but just a music only festival that you show sessions, concerts, you've all the elements of the music, and getting everyone involved. That was my main aim. But to some people, what they perceive as Irish music is very old-fashioned, and I know from going to festivals myself it isn't. There's so many young people playing, and it's very energetic and lively, and I think we succeeded, this year, to kind of show that it's not just for older musicians, that anyone can get involved. So
very right. And for people now who want to find out more about Deluce's Patent and their music, where is your music available?
Well, if you go onto the website, delucespatent.com, or we have Facebook also, we put regular status updates there, but you can buy the album through both those sites. It's on iTunes, CD Baby, and tradtunes.com, and it's also in most shops nationwide really at this stage. There's the Shop at Kilganbangan and in Maz's Dingle Record Shop, and Tralee, Clarny, Dublin, and a few other places, so no excuses.
Very good. Lastly, before I leave you go, what's next for Deluce's Patent?
I suppose we're just getting the album out there, gigging a lot. We found out today we're very lucky we're going to be playing at Celtic Connections Festival in Glasgow, so it's an international festival, so we're delighted about that. And then we're touring the album. We're off to Russia in March, and then Germany during the summer, and around the country a little bit in March and April. And other than that, then we might try and, we're trying to prepare a bit more material for maybe looking at another album then towards the end of next summer. So
very good. Well, best of luck with that.
Newfoundland sailor went walking on the strand, spied a pretty pagan maiden, took her by the hand, saying, "Will you come to Newfoundland away with me?" he cried, but the answer that she gave so died.
I were to marry you, and it will be the day. Your friends and relations will scorn and shame. If you were born of noble blood and me of not pain, do you think that I would marry you? Oh, much me.
6 months being over and 7 coming nigh, now the pretty pagan maid began to grow shy. Of course it would not meet, and her apron would not tie. Made her think of all the times she said the whole night.
Each one's being over and I'm falling out. Now it's pretty clear you can she won't want the sun. She wrote a letter to her love to comfort me, but the answer that she gave so
Said, "My pretty fay, I've made the best that you can do. Take your child upon your back and away you go. When when you get tired, you can sit down here and cry, and make you think of all the times that she said, oh.
Don't ever put your trust in their green little tree. For the leaves they will wither and the moss they will die. Let me think of all the times that you said, oh my.
Make you think of all the times that she said, oh my.
That's it from me here at Tell Me Struggle. Again, as Deirdre said, their music is available on delucespatent.com, which is their website, and their Facebook page, Deluce's Patent, so be sure to check that out. We're very lucky here in Dingle in that we get them to play regularly here. So that's it from me. Long before.